My name is Sarah. I am 10 years old, and I live in a small village near the sea. My village is very beautiful. There are tall green trees, colorful flowers, and clear blue rivers. The air is fresh, and the birds sing in the morning. My friends and I play outside every day. We run in the fields, climb trees, and swim in the river. It is always fun, and I feel very happy here. But something is wrong now. The weather is changing, and it is not like before. Last summer, it was very hot. The sun was so strong that it hurt my skin. I could not play outside for long because the heat made me feel tired. I stayed inside my house and turned on the fan. When I looked at the river, I saw the water was low. There were no fish swimming, and the river looked sad. One day, I was in the garden with my grandmother. She was watering the flowers, but the flowers looked dry. Their leaves were brown, and they were not growing well. My grandmother sighed and said, "The weather is different now. Summers are too hot, and the winters are not cold anymore." I asked her, "Why is the weather changing, Grandma?" She looked at me and said, "This is because of global warming. People are making the earth hotter." I didn't understand. What was global warming? That evening, I went to my father to ask. My father was sitting on the sofa, reading the newspaper. I sat next to him and asked, "Dad, what is global warming?" He looked at me and smiled. Then he said, "Global warming is when the earth gets hotter. It happens because people burn things like oil, coal, and gas to make energy. This energy is used for cars, factories, and electricity. But burning these things makes gases, like carbon dioxide, go into the air. These gases trap heat, like a blanket around the earth, and this makes the earth hotter." I was curious, so I asked, "Why do people burn these things if it is bad for the earth?" He said, "Because people need energy for many things. Cars need energy to move, factories need energy to make things, and houses need energy for lights and machines. But people do not think about how this hurts the earth." I wanted to know more, so I asked, "What happens if the earth gets too hot?" My father explained, "If the earth gets too hot, the ice at the North and South Poles will melt. This will make the sea rise, and many places near the sea will go underwater. Also, the weather will become dangerous. There will be more storms, floods, and heat waves. Many animals will lose their homes. For example, polar bears live on ice, but if the ice melts, they will have no place to live." Hearing this made me feel very sad. I asked my father, "Can we stop global warming?" He nodded and said, "Yes, we can help. Small actions can make a big difference. We can save energy, plant trees, and recycle. Everyone needs to help to protect the earth." The next day, I talked to my friends at school about global warming. They were surprised because they didn't know about it. I told them, "We can help by doing small things. We can turn off lights, use less water, and recycle paper, plastic, and glass. We can also plant trees because trees clean the air and make the earth cooler." Our teacher, Mr. John, heard us talking. He said, "These are great ideas. Let's plant trees in the school garden." That weekend, all the students in my class helped plant 30 trees. We also made posters about global warming. My poster said, "Save the Earth for the future." At home, I told my little brother about global warming. He is only 5 years old, but he wanted to help. I said, "You can turn off the lights when you leave a room, and you can help me plant flowers." He smiled and said, "Okay, Sarah. Let's plant flowers tomorrow." Now, I do many small things to help. I always turn off the lights and take short showers to save water. I recycle bottles, cans, and paper. I also pick up trash when I see it on the ground. At school, our teacher told us about how countries are trying to stop global warming. Some countries use clean energy, like solar power and wind power, instead of burning oil, coal, or gas. Clean energy does not make bad gases, so it is good for the earth. Some countries are planting many trees to help clean the air. Many countries are also making rules to stop pollution. But not all countries are helping enough. It is hard because people and companies need to change their habits. I sometimes think about the future. What will happen if we do not stop global warming? I imagine a world with no trees, no clean rivers, and no happy animals. The air will be dirty, and the weather will be very dangerous. This thought makes me feel scared. But then I remember what my father said, small actions can make a big change. I imagine a bright future where the earth is clean and green. The rivers are full of water, and the animals are happy. People work together to protect the planet. This dream gives me hope. I hope everyone will help. The earth is our home, and we must take care of it. Together, we can stop global warming and protect our beautiful planet for the future.